Hello and welcome again to this video where we continue with the tessellation. My next step is going to be actually taking these two units, placing them underneath the other two, making sure the lines are nice and tidy, they line up against each other as much as possible, and that these stars, points, they meet everywhere. They meet at the intersections, which I think they do now. So with that, I stabilize the paper with my hand. I actually use the masking tape to make sure that this stays in place. And this is probably not good to use, so I'll use another piece of masking tape. So what I'll do here is, again, I will continue drawing these reference lines, and not much, but I'll just lightly go over these lines to make sure that I've got them as lines of reference for me in the future. And what I'll do next is I've got two stars on the top that I need to trace, and these two that I need to transfer. So the actual pencil mark is on the bottom of the tracing paper, and with the little bit of pressure it will be transferred onto the paper underneath. So again, I develop a system, so I think about the different lines here. So I know that there are sets of lines, one set of lines that is horizontal, one set of line that is vertical, another set at 45 degrees, and another set at the other 45 degree angle. So let's start with the vertical lines, and here I need to point out to you that I wanna make sure that the lines are parallel and in line. So this is what I do with my tracing paper. Okay, so I've got these 4 segments, and then I move on to the next, and I trace these 2. I transfer the other 2. Same over here. So this is where I've got my pencil marks. So I trace these, and I transfer these, and then I go over here and I do the same. I trace these 2 lines, and I actually transfer these 2 lines. Okay, and now I've done the vertical lines. Let's do the horizontal lines. So I trace these 4 segments, then the other 4. And don't worry if you feel it's a bit messy and smudgy, that's okay. These are gonna be harmless pencil marks that we can paint over later in my final painting. So just try and enjoy the process. And hopefully by now you've entered that flow state where you are actually mindful of the marks the pencil makes and how you're working through the painting or the drawing. Now we've done the horizontal lines, let's do the ones at 45 degrees, the diagonals. So I've got a point here and I've got a point there, so I need to join these 2 points across the straight edge. So I've got 2 segments, 1 and 2, and then I go over to this point, across to that point, so this point to that point, And what I do here is I'll actually join these segments. Okay, so I've done this now. Then onto this one, this point to that point. So again, try my best to make sure that they line up correctly and that the errors are unnoticeable by the human eye. So let's have a look. Okay, so I've done that. Now onto this line with the two segments. So again, I've done this. Okay, I take the other two, and for that I'll actually place my straight edge here, and I draw over this line and this line. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 segments here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. It's actually 6. So between this point and that point, here you go. Probably need to shift it a little bit. Okay, so I've done this bit. Now onto these segments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the last two segments. Okay, that's done. So I take away, peel very slowly, peel away part of this tape, and here you go. So I've got my 4 stars now transferred. Now what I'm gonna do is repeat this for the other 4 quadrants, or the other 3 quadrants, and then I would have an overall let's say pattern where I could actually take and transfer onto my drawing sheet or canvas or any other surface that I'd want to paint on. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these videos, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you have any questions about any of these steps or would like to see more videos of a certain technique or step to be explained again in more detail to you, please leave a comment below. And as always, enjoy, have a nice day, and thank you so much for watching.